Orchestra is back.
Our new season of auditions for classical musicians is now available. Performance opportunities for students, young professionals, and seasoned artists.
Perform a concerto with orchestras around the world. We have 4 orchestras this season. Perform with orchestras throughout the US, Czechia, and Egypt. New this season, opportunities for composers to have their orchestral works recorded by the Boulder Symphony Orchestra, mastered and distributed on the world's most known music streaming platforms.
Audition live from the comfort of your own home. Get live evaluations from expert judges and expand your online presence through our international internet broadcasts. Additional award and performance opportunities are also available. Visit our website for full details. Don't miss out on these wonderful opportunities to advance as a musician and perform on a world-renowned stage. We look forward to hearing your performances.
Hello, and now we have Ben Batalla joining our studio for a short interview. Ben, welcome. It's a great pleasure to see you again.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
How was your trip?
Good. I just got in to Pittsburgh, where my family's from, and drove all the way here. So.
Oh my goodness, you just drove and you're going to have a rehearsal.
Yes.
Do you know who's that guy next to you?
This is, I hear, Harry King, whom the hall is named after.
Wonderful. Yeah. What a support cellist. Got named on the control. Okay, well, Ben, I want to ask you a couple of questions for this short interview. You're such a versatile musician. And you're first in jazz, improvisation, classical and sacred music, and you won national and international competitions, and you have your successes, your performances and gigs all over the United States. And you wrote something really interesting in your bio. I'm going to quote you if you don't mind. You believe in the transformative power of beauty, and you desire to use art as means of reminding your listeners of their own inherent dignity and worth. Beautiful words.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So you also did something very unusual in your audition. You chose the second movement of a Chopin concerto, which was a very unusual choice because it's a slow movement, and most musicians choose something which would be loaded with virtuoso, glorifying their ability to conquer the instrument. So I have a question. When you were picking that movement, did you feel like you were running maybe a risk that the judges might overlook your performance just because of the choice of the piece?
Yes, I think in the back of my head, I always felt this would be a risky choice since it was nothing flashy, but at the same time, I really just wanted to speak from my heart. It's a piece that I love so much, and I wanted to see if this competition would be willing to receive that, and I'm really grateful that you have recognized that. So
that's very interesting. And so, yeah, well, this piece speaks to your heart. It does speak to mine and many other people's hearts, I believe. But what was the main reason? I mean, I'm sure there are other pieces which you love just as much, but anything special about this particular movement?
Yes, I think I came across it at a very critical time. I just had my first son, my first child, about 8 months ago, and Chopin was always in the back of my... Thank you. And I just immediately connected this momentous occasion for our family with this piece, and I really wanted an opportunity to dedicate this very intimate movement of Chopin to my son. So that's why I chose it.
That's a beautiful story.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful background of the choice. And I'm sure you're very nervous and ready to go hit the keyboard to warm up for your rehearsal. And looking forward so much to your performance, Ben. That's a great pleasure to present you.
Thank you for the opportunity. It's an honor and a privilege. Thank you.
Wonderful. Wishing you all the best. Can't wait.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you.
Bravo! Really, this is exquisite playing. It's clear that you're very comfortable with this piece, but I'm assuming this isn't your only Chopin. So beautiful. Thank you. Honestly, I just picture you in a huge theater, big stage, big piano, big orchestra.
When I heard your audition piece that you sent in originally, I just was like, oh, this guy's got something special. Could you play it again? I just want to hear it again. I just want to hear it like 10 more times.
I do have a few things that I will offer you. And I want to preface before I say what I'm going to say that everything that I'm about to tell you is out of high respect of what you're already doing. So you already have my respect as a pianist. Yep, you're going to have to do all of this over again with my suggestions just so that Joanna can hear it again in a few minutes.
Offers a distinguished musicianship with a versatile background in jazz, improvisation, classical, and sacred music. That's quite a span if you think about it, jazz and sacred music and classical. He's an actor, performer, a composer, a recording artist, and teacher, and I imagine he entered in the professional category, Fedor?
Yes, and the other thing I will mention, you were saying what reason.
Well, here they're coming on stage, not
Yes.
much more to mention. And that's Glen Cortese, and it's the orchestra will be conducted by Maestro Cortese in the performance of the Chopin featuring Ben Batalla. And here they are.
now we have in our studio another soloist of the colORCHESTRA. Itay Hazan just arrived from Israel. Did you fly from Israel, Itay?
Yes.
My goodness, that's across the world. Welcome to the very cold upstate New York. How do you feel?
Quite well, thank you.
Wonderful. And you're almost ready to start rehearsing with the Western New York Chamber Orchestra. That's exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, tomorrow's first concert. Wonderful. So Itay is studying clarinet currently with Professor Ilya Schwartz. Is that in Israel, or are you studying in France?
Yeah, it's in Israel, but my brother is studying in France, and maybe in the future.
Yeah, the world is all yours. It's a small globe here. And you've performed as a soloist and as a chamber musician, and at your very young age, you're very accomplished already. You won a lot of prizes and awards, national and international level. And you were even the second prize winner of the 2022 American Virtuoso International Music Competition. And you will be performing in the winner's concert at the Carnegie Hall. I heard that.
Yeah.
That's very exciting. Wonderful. But I have a question a little bit unrelated to all of your successes. You come from a very interesting family. It's a family of professional and very accomplished musicians. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I got a lot of family members that practice music and learn music, and currently are considering some musicians. So
yeah, we heard your mother accompanying at the auditions. That was extraordinary, and you worked so well with your mother. You know, not all children can really perform well and rehearse, especially with their parents. So what is it like to be in a family surrounded by professional musicians? Do you feel intimidated that they're watching you, they hear you, they comment all the time?
Intimidated? Perhaps, sometimes, but you know, it's more like gaining more experience as the time goes, and having more opinions to hear, and on how to improve and how to better yourself as a musician. So I guess that's only pluses.
Frustrated with people bugging you with all those helpful comments?
Of course.
And what do you do then?
Look, it's mostly helpful, but you know, it can get a little annoying sometimes, but no, we must learn to evolve, and they help me with that.
That is so true. Did you come here with anyone from your family, or just by yourself?
My father came here with me, and we staying in Buffalo, so it's very nice.
Are you going to tour around, see any of the area?
And I'm sure we'll explore a little around the city, but mostly we're here for the concert, so.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Well, I'm sure you are eager to unpack your instrument and warm it up before your rehearsal, so I won't keep you any longer. And thank you very much for speaking with me and sharing your life experience.
Thank you.
Best of luck. Looking forward to your glorious performance.
Second half, where we have Itay Hazan playing clarinet, Weber Concerto, and then Nahar Elias playing the cello concerto by Saint-Saëns. Thank you so much for coming and enjoy.
check this out. I know you have always dreamed of performing in Carnegie Hall, so I think this 2023 to 2024 season at Sound Espressivo will be perfect for you. As a platform, we host live online auditions so you can share your music with the entire world. Then we send you to incredible in-person venues like Carnegie Hall so you can perform solo, as a duo, as an ensemble, and with orchestra. This year we have a total of 4 gala events at Carnegie Hall, as well as 4 different opportunities to perform with orchestras in the US, in the Czech Republic, and even in Egypt. We want to help you fulfill your musical dreams. Go to soundespressivocompetition.com to check out our season and to apply.
To have in our studio Ke Tang, a pianist from China. Welcome, Ke. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's a great pleasure to see you here. So you just came for this rehearsal a few hours ago.
Yes.
My goodness, did you drive?
No, I have a driver.
That's fabulous. That's wonderful. So you're very young and. But you started at a very young age, and you already accomplished as a soloist, as a performer. You had the Hong Kong Way newspaper writing about you when you were just a teenager, and you were prominent on the Chinese music scene. And then you came to the United States to study at the university. And you're doing a dual degree, right?
Yes.
So you're in Eastman Music School, School of Music, and
yes.
Also you're doing economics?
I'm doing finance.
Finance,
yes.
Also at the University of Rochester, right?
Yes.
And also I saw in your bio something very interesting. When the pandemic started, you didn't get depressed like many other musicians did. You took matters in your own hands and you organized concerts and recitals during the pandemic. That is very interesting part of your biography. What motivated you to do that?
So I love classical music, and then I would love to promote and develop it. I think most of the managers in China, they are focusing on the performance in the major concert hall, but for me, I want to develop the music into like various places. Like I brought the orchestra into the school, and then I held the community concert during the epidemic. I mean, it makes me feel happy to bring music and to bring warmth to people. And my finance major can help me to do that too.
Oh, so that's the plan. You're becoming a musician / entrepreneur, and you want to study finance and business so you understand more deeply how to be musician and manager at the same time. Am I understanding you right?
Yes, I mean, for the dual degree, it is mainly because a few years ago, I feel like I need to go to some new fields to like broaden my horizon. which can like also improve my understanding and interpretation of music. And you know, in China, classical music is not as popular as the Western countries. So I was thinking if I have this ability, I can like combine my two majors and then like commercialize the classical music so that more people could enjoy music in classical music in China. And I am interested in numbers, so I love my finance major.
That's wonderful. That's very interesting. So are you planning on taking your degree, your education, and your experience back to China and creating some events and promoting classical music in your own country?
I hope so.
That's wonderful. So are you also planning on combining that with performance? You're such an established performer.
Sure, definitely. I will be the planner and then performer in one concert.
Oh, you certainly can. Absolutely. You know who did that very well? Beethoven. He planned and promoted and organized his own concerts. And he had, of course, a lot of helpers, but he was the manager of at least some of his own presentations and concerts. And he's not the only one. So, yeah, that's common in the field of the greatest musicians. So you're striving for a very interesting combination. Wonderful. And I hope your family is proud of you because you're a fabulous pianist and you're a very forward-looking person with wide horizons, just like you said.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ke, it was a great pleasure talking with you, and I'm so looking forward to your performance, and I wish you most successful career in the future.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you.
Tell us a little bit about the competition and how it evolved.
Oh, wow. I mean, the involvement of just all the different musicians from all over the world. I mean, it's a global competition, so performers from all over the world would compete, would come in and perform live in front of judges, and the judges would respond and give feedback right after their performance. So there's no waiting, there's no waiting around, and I think that's a big highlight of the competition. And they've gotten through all the rounds, and here we see her coming on stage with the conductor, and yeah, let's enjoy the performance.
Orchestra is back.
Our new season of auditions for classical musicians is now available. Performance opportunities for students, young professionals, and seasoned artists.
Perform a concerto with orchestras around the world. We have 4 orchestras this season. Perform with orchestras throughout the US, Czechia, and Egypt. New this season, opportunities for composers to have their orchestral works recorded by the Boulder Symphony Orchestra, mastered and distributed on the world's most known music streaming platforms.
Audition live from the comfort of your own home. Get live evaluations from expert judges and expand your online presence through our international internet broadcasts. Additional award and performance opportunities are also available. Visit our website for full details. Don't miss out on these wonderful opportunities to advance as a musician and perform on a world-renowned stage. We look forward to hearing your performances.